Ooh-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie P all day. So here I am, sitting in the library. It's late at night, so I'm chilling out in here in the darkness. This is a two-part video, but it's all going to be done in one video, just two parts for me. I got to film it in two parts because, well, it's dark out, so you wouldn't be able to see anything if I went out there. Today, I got in the mail a package from the Shredder Knife Company. That's right there. So this says Gramfire tactical gloves on it, right? And you can see it's got a whole bunch of stuff written all over the package, but basically it's just a tactical glove with a rubber knuckle protectors. These are by Zune Lotoo. And if you remember the name Zune Lotoo, I got a whole bunch of stuff like a little grab bag down here. Zune Lotoo sent me this knife, right? This is the Annihilate, and this is awesome. It says Annihilate Knives, and Annihilate Knives is by Zune Lotoo. And this thing this thing is awesome. I love this thing. I did a review on it, and I said, holy crap, this thing's a crowbar with an edge. Scab saw the video and was so impressed. He picked one up and he said, holy crap, this thing is a crowbar with an edge. And so Scab said, you know who needs to try this is the Shredder Knife Company. And I believe he sent his there. Look how thick that is. He sent his there. And the Shredder guys, not Shredder Knife Company, Shredder Knife Channel, Young Shredder and Papa John both tested this thing and they gave it a good once over. And I know for Shredder, because this is so thick, it's a good, it fits me perfect. But because it's such a thick handle, his hands were a little small for it, but John, who has medium-sized hands, loved it. He said, man, this thing's a crowbar with an edge. Everybody gets the same feeling when they try out this knife. It's just a really good knife. So Zune Lotoo, who produces the Annihilate knives, also produces Gramfire. So we're going to check these gloves out. These are XXL. They're 2Xs. I need something to fit. I got to take off the ring. Whoop. And put that beast down there. And what I want to do on the inside portion is just go over these gloves, how they feel, how they wear, and to see if sizing is going to be true. And 2X gloves generally just fit me like a glove. They're generally nice and snug. So because they don't make like a 2.5X, 2X is what I wear. 3X would be, an 1/8 inch too big, and generally 2X are generally an 1/8 inch too small, but smaller is better, especially when it comes to tactical, because you want them tight around the hands. Now I'm looking around the glove and I see it's multi-material throughout the palm, the wedges, and the fingertips. Does this work on cell phones? I don't know, because you guys are, that's what I'm using to film. So I can't really tell you that, but I will be able to tell you during this video because I'll know before I leave to go outside. So it does have all that. It's got extra material here, which is a soft material. It's very soft. It feels like velvet, which gives a little padding in the outside of the thumb. It gives a heel pad here, which is really nice. Your Velcro is on the underside, which is good because it's not going to get all tacked up inside your watch and all that. It does have a hanger loop, so you can put your gloves together and you can hang them to dry, which is always good. And here we go. It has rubber all the way around the knuckles. So rubber knuckle protectors, which is fantastic, with some nice peaked rubber knuckles. I'm not crazy. You see, I don't wear a lot of gloves, but a lot of these tactical gloves come with either plastic or the fake carbon fiber. Not a fan. I don't like all that hard stuff. But these are soft. If you can't punch a man in the face and drop him without having to have cheats on, then you need to learn how to punch. So they are aeration in the fingers to keep from finger sweat. And let's see how the 2X goes. Undo that. If it don't fit, you must have quit. So it's going to go on. I know it will. It just takes a little time. There we go. There we go. All right, so it fits like a 2X glove fits. So I'm assuming that all the sizes are going to be pretty true to size. Let's see how that works. So that's pretty good. You can see it's really, really nice and snug on the hand the way it's supposed to be. And I have about, my finger webbing is right about down here. You see where this little thing is? So this much material, about 1/8 of an inch, like I said, it's just too small, which means I press down and to lock them in, and it just stretches this stuff like my fingernail is right there. So literally, I have about 1/8 of an inch of play going the reverse way, the small size. Which is good, which is really good because I want it nice and snug. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When you're talking about firearms and knives, the reason you want them snug is because you have locking mechanisms and things like that. Oh yeah, baby. So that's all good. How do they feel? They're very Batman-ish, aren't they? That looks pretty Batman to me. It's kind of a sick look. I like that. I think it looks really cool. Now, these aren't going to be your snowball gloves. These aren't your winter gloves. They will provide more warmth than cold in the cold. But are they going to be your, oh my God, let me put these on so my hands don't freeze? No, they're tactical gloves. So first things first, these gloves and this knife. Oh, man, that's actually really comfortable. Try to turn it. I can't turn it anyway, even when it's locked in. But, man, it's not going anywhere. Now, with all the little sharp corners on this, and I talked about this when I did the review. Look at the Annihilate Knives review on this. You don't feel any of those. It's just instant grip. That's all it is. It's grip, 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 and more grip. So this is the knife that I really wanted to use these gloves with, and I'll be using it later in the video. But that is superior grip. So what I did is I brought out a couple guns and I brought out a bunch of different knives so we can see different handle materials, different locking mechanisms, things like that, just to see how it's going to perform. First things first, we're going to use the revolver. I don't know if you guys remember this one. I did a video where I completely cut. This was ugly, man. This thing was ugly. The barrel was way out here. It was a 4-inch barrel before. I used a penny and I made my own custom front sight. Now, before all the oh no Nazis talk about, is it loaded or unloaded? Well, it's kind of in between. It's not loaded with anything lethal. They're paintball rounds. So these are actual paintball rounds that you can put in an actual gun, like a real gun. And what they do is they're training rounds. So you can actually train and hit somebody and it will leave a mark, boom, on them, and you can hit them without killing them, which is kind of cool. But now, as far as just grip, now this is just a wooden grip, right? And it feels good. It feels nice and like a secure hold. It doesn't give me like restriction on the inside grip here, like normally, because my hands are big. A lot of times my hands won't completely fit inside that well, but it does. I have no problem accessing the hammer and using that. Obviously, you've seen the release, no problem. So now I'll use this one right here. This is, I don't even have a mag in this, so it's completely unloaded. But fitting the finger inside the finger well, you have plenty of space. Working the slide, absolutely no problem. How is the grip? The grip is actually fantastic on this one. Really good. So with different styles of guns and different kinds of gun handles, you're not going to have any problem whatsoever. And I mean, we can go through all those and pull each one of those out, but we don't really have to. A gun grip's a gun grip. So we know that in tactical guns, things like that, it's going to be fine. So let's try some other things. Everybody loves a good cold steel. They're popular. So what did I bring out? The tactical recon. Is that what this is? The recon Tonto. So it's got the typical cold steel rubber grips. Let's try and pull my hand out of it. It's not going anywhere. So it's held in really, really nice. Really nice. It has a good grip. Accidental hits, I'm not going to cut my hand on that. Now, these aren't like stab proof or slash proof, so if you slash hard enough, you're going to go through. But if you're hitting just enough to where it would have cut your skin with an edge, with a really sharp edge. It's at least protecting you from that, which is a good thing. Same thing with the knuckles. Same thing, no problem. Now let's try using on the peaked part of the knuckles. Let's try hitting me with the spine. I can feel it in there. I can definitely feel it, but there's no pain. If I did at this speed, that hard, that would hurt my freaking knuckles. I'm not going to lie to you. But, so if you're a cold steel guy and you want some good tactical gloves, you know that it's going to be comfortable. Now, for guys like Samurai Joe over at Steel Forged and Fire, Sword and Knife, and don't forget Scab at Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, sub to all these guys. But for Joe, I thought, well, what about a Tonto? How's it going to work with something that needs a grip like that? Let's see if we can turn it. No, it's not going anywhere. But is it still giving me enough freedom to be able to manipulate and use the knife? Absolutely. So cloth wrap, rubber wrap, or rubber scales. Yes, and more yes. Right? So now let's try a typical survival knife, right? This is my go-to survival knife, my SE6. Love it. So obviously the little thumb ramp still works with my thumb. Oh, it's got a nice micarta grip. Let's see how that's going to go. There isn't any way it's coming out of my grip. So you can, like, I can pull my fingers. Obviously, you can pull your fingers, but I want to see if it's nice texturing. And it is. The thing is really good. So I know that's going to work. I can choke up on the choil. The glove isn't snagging or getting caught. That's really good. So far, we know it works. I'm a micarta grips. Here's one right here. We have a stacked leather grip. This is that Cisco I brought you guys. The Cisco World War II trench knife. This thing actually way tougher than I thought it was going to be. But let's go with. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it turning. Hold on. Oh, I'm using my grip on that too. I got it around, but that didn't happen on its own. That took some twisting. That took some muscling. But stacked leather, it's good on stacked leather. See if I can pull it out. And I can't pull it straight out. Let's see if I can pull it through a linked finger. And I cannot. Not so bad. Oh, of course I can't find the damn sheath. All right, so here we go. So we got that. And there, speaking of my man Shredder over at the Shredder Knife Channel, this was one that Shredder, I reached out to them and I said, this is what I want you to do. I said, I want you to have Shredder draw up his like blade of blades. If he was going to have his own blade, what would it be? And this is pretty much what he drew. And then I just drew it up and we got it over to Kukri House. So let's see how this is going to go. Oh, I can feel it want to turn. I can feel it. Oh, okay, that's hurting my finger, but I got it like a quarter turn. It's nice. It's nice. Now, let's see if I can push. There we go. I was having like really trying to push through that. And even on a smooth handle, right? A really nice smooth handle. That's going. I think this is G10, right? This is G10. So on a nice smooth G10, I'm still getting a nice firm grip. Let's see if we can. I'll put my finger around here so I have a lot of pull power. See how much power it takes to pull? Yeah, I'm pulling. So that means this isn't going anywhere unless you're really muscling it up. So not bad. Smooth G10. This is a really nice knife, Shredder. Really nice. So smooth G10, we're good. Then we're going to get into a couple of after these last two, we're going to get into a couple of pocket knives to see how that goes. There goes. Oh, this was my cradle knife forever. So this is the Case XX Bowie. Obviously, yes, my hands are bigger than the handle, and a lot of people say, how can you use it? These three fingers fit great, and this one I just drew it over the top, and it's so comfortable for me. I don't know why, but my pinky going over the top really works. And that's what a lot of people feel. Is a lot of people feel that it's too small in here. You know, well, people with Mondo hands anyway. But for some reason, it just really freaking works. This knife is amazing. Don't let they call it a presentation buoy, the Case Double X. Don't let people fool you into thinking that this is for presentation. This is a nasty, nasty knife. And you can see how shiny it still is, even though it's got its little marks and whatnot. This thing I have not resharpened, and I have not had to re-sand down or buff. And this has taken down 5 trees, you know, not trees, but it's taken down 5 trees. It is done hundreds of wood preparation for like batoning for kindling, and countless camp cuts. I use this camping a lot. I mean, a lot. Have not had to resharpen it yet. This thing is a nasty boy, nasty girl, nasty tranny. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just nasty. All right, so that's the Case Double X. So now we know that on like these acrylics and and stuff like that, these plasticky weird things as far as handle material, you get a good grip. It feels nice. And now we're going to go to a kind of a textured wood, and we are going to use the D-Bad Mission 6. And, ooh, wow, that actually feels really good. I made all these little contours in my design to fit the meat of the hand, so wherever you hold it at any point, the meat of your hand kind of sinks in. And it does. The choil, oversized choil, it fits a full finger. Look at that. Fits a full finger in there. So that is just perfect. It feels really good in there. You don't get, steel edging on your fingers when wearing these. That's good. Now it's not a sharpened swedge, but it's a pointy ass break your head swedge. And no pain. No pain. So I know that if I need to push, use my hand to push my knife down for anything, I know that this is going to help, and it would be all good and hood. So the D-Bad Mission 6 with a nice textured wood grip and a backwards putting it in the sheath is a-okay, and it is working. So now let's get into some pocket stuff. The first one that wasn't in my pocket, which, I like to carry this a lot, the Combat Troodon by Microtech. So this thing, the gloves, right hand, left hand, doesn't matter. Offhand, forehand, power hand, weak hand, however you want to call it. It just adds a little bit more tact. And a lot of people, say that, oh man, that really bugs my thumb after a while. Well, you're not going to feel it with this. You're not going to feel it at all. So now you're talking about a steel frame, right? Or aluminum frame, whatever it is. And it's good. It's just good. It's not going anywhere. It just feels nice. And that is surefire right there. So that brings us to what's in my pocket today. And I have 2 knives actually with me right now. My 2 top knives actually. I have my Essie Avispa, opens up fine with the gloves. And I have my, opens up fast. I have my off-grid Scorpion V2 Blackout, I guess I think it's called, or just blacked. I have no idea. I know it's the V2 Scorpion, and it's just awesome. But this is titanium and carbon fiber, and I'm not getting any. Let's see. I can pull from the steel side, but even just plain steel, it's just the jimping is offering just enough grab on this glove to where I can't pull it out of my own hand. So this is a frame lock, and it is no problem. So it works the frame lock very, very easily. Really, really nice. This one is also a frame lock, and that is super simple. no problem. I was hoping I had a liner lock on me today, and I don't, but I know I have one right behind me. Let's see if this works. I'll press pause. All right, well, that answers that question. So yes, you can use these with cell phones. So this is that QSP blade I got from down at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and opens up really nice. This is a liner lock, closes really nice. I have no problems working the gloves with any of these. So that should give you a pretty good idea. Oh, and this is a textured G10, and it feels, I can actually feel the texturing through the glove. So that's really, really nice, but it's a nice secure grip. So what's next is we're going to go out, and I'm going to take out maybe just a couple fixed blades and start swinging and just hacking and find out, and it's going to be cold outside, so I want to make sure that even in the cold that these are going to be well intact. And what I'll do is I'll rub them in some snow, then grab the knife and see how that goes. So I'm going to press pause for now because it's late at night, and then on the morrow we're going to go out. Also coming up, before I forget, because I'm going to forget by the end, I have a new Kubi coming in that is really freaking cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. A couple other things coming in. Oh, and man, I have to do a video for the next D-Bad from the Kukri House. It's going to be cool. All right, so let's carry this over. Hold on a second. Oh, before I forget, because I just forgot. Speaking of the shredder, and I was just about to put this away, and I went, oh, wait, the shredder. Off-Grid Knives, www.offgridknives.com. If you go to their website and you order, obviously this isn't one, but my Scorpion in my pocket is. If you go to their website and order any knife or any product that you want from Off-Grid, the shredder now has a code. It's Shredder10, SHREDDER 10. You can use that as a code and get 10% off of anything at Off-Grid Knives, the shredder. All right, so that's it. Now we'll continue. You know, I'm sitting down here grinding, and I looked over, and somebody reminded me the other day, I have this, you can see it was like rough cut. See how it's folded up over here? And I have like pinholes that I was going to draw. But I had this piece of Damascus that I started working on a while ago and totally forgot about. You can see it's all oxidized now. And I wanted to make a Tonto out of this. So I might have to get back on this because I forgot all about this piece. It was just a full rectangle, and now it's obviously, I cut off the rear because I think it was longer. I cut a couple. Oh, you know what? I think this might have been. This could have been extra of the piece of the one I made for Captain Electro. But that was sitting there, and I looked over, and I saw this one of my D-Bads. All right, this is one of my earlier knives. And then I looked over even further, and my first wooden sheath D-Bad. Totally forgot about this knife. And it still works. Yeah, it still friction helps. This thing is super comfortable. Super comfortable, man. This is what I should use instead of redoing this, but this one has a better grip, so it really wouldn't show off the gloves because it has that nice swell. So, keep on working on this. All right, it took a while, but this thing is ready for hitting. It's ready for hitting, man. I didn't make it shave sharp because I want the edge to work. I want it to work really, really well. So I made it more like an axe, which you'll be able to see. Maybe it's still pretty sharp. It's still pretty sharp, but it doesn't need to be hair popping sharp. It just has to be. I got stuck in there. It just has to be wood spitting sharp, and that will do the job right there. So tomorrow, for you guys in a few seconds, I'm going to have my gloves on. Gave it a little bit more contouring, a little bit more rounding on this side. Man, this knife not only is gigantic, but it's actually really comfortable. It's really comfortable. But so let's press stop and then start. And on the start, we're going to be outside with this thing hacking. All right. So we're getting ready to go outside and hit. Got the knives ready to go. There's some things I didn't even realize about these gloves. I gave it a smell, man. That's goat skin leather, which is really nice. Let's see, goat skin leather, mesh fabric. It's got TPR materials. That's that good rubber stuff. You've got suede in the thumbs. You've got TPR Velcro, which is what it is. You have XRD material in the palm is what that's called. Let's see, you got the 3 fingers touch for the screens. So yes, it does work on your screens. Excellent. And one thing I didn't realize is that this inside is microfiber. So if you're out there in the field and you're doing something, you need your tactical gloves, and let's say you're recording and it's raining or snowing and you need to brush or you get some mud on your screen, microfiber palms. I didn't know that. So that's pretty good. So that said, let's go hit. All right, so I have 2 blades I'm going to strike with today. I've got the Annihilate knife that Zune Lotoo sent me, and I have my D-Bad Big Bastard is what I'm going to call it because, well, it's a big bastard. So let's start. That thing's huge. Let's start with this Annihilate, which was really hard to get out of there. What I want to do is I want to do some puncturing and some twisting, and I want to see how these gloves feel just absolutely slamming this knife, and I mean slamming this knife down, and I want to see if it's going to grind into me or if even the glove is going to fall apart. You never know if the stitching is just going to come loose, but so far it doesn't have any bad feeling, which is good. So now I'm going to try in front step. Sorry. I know some of you guys are getting hot for that. So, perfect. It's just feeling good hitting. I'm kneeling in some snow. This Annihilate knife, guys, go check this thing out if you get a chance. Go look at this review. This knife is awesome. Yeah. So I'm getting no grip loss, no shortage of hold. I knocked down my big bastard. So let's see if we can't swing this thing. This is a big fat knife. Yeah. Man, that tree is solid frozen. You can hear that sound. But I'm getting no kind of slippage. Nothing. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere from my hand. It's just holding on really, really well. Let's see. One of the dogs ran out. I don't know if somebody came home or he's just a jerk, but let's see. All right, here we go. Try and hold this. Now we're going to hit this because it's not connected to anything, so it's going to vibrate. Vibrating, who knows, can maybe loosen the grip. Well, I'll tell you what. There is no weak spots in the glove at all. It's very comfortable. It's doing exactly as it's supposed to. It's holding on well, and you can see I've got a full grip. I'm not choking up on the ricasso. I'm not sliding off the rear, holding it way back here. I mean, it's this big. Full grip, and it's just working every time without slippage. Man, this thing's a beast. Can't blame that on the glove. That's the glove wearer. This wood is so frozen. There we go. So how do these gloves feel and work and respond? These things are awesome. These gloves are really nice. So far from this company, Bixby, I have had the chance to experience this and now these. And I have to say that I'm starting to feel like these shouldn't be my last experiences. Oh my God, it smells so good. This leather is really freaking good leather. Oh, even the suede just smells good. Man, so yeah. So here's what I wanted to do. Snow. All right. Test. No problem. So the snow, it's microfiber, so it's pretty much dried right away. I mean, no problems at all. No problems at all. Let's see. Mud, dirt, leaves. Let's see if I can get some dirt here off the ground. Some mud. Ugh. And while the knife is not slipping, it's tearing apart that wood. No problem. Brush it off. Clean. I mean, I can't oversell the fact that they work. They work. I mean, I'm showing you. It's chopping wood. It's doing its job. These things are some pretty sweet gloves. They are pretty sweet gloves. Look at those knuckles. And that's it. That's it. If you're looking for a good tactical glove, give them a peek. These things are pretty serious, you know? These things are pretty serious indeed. These gloves freaking work. I like it. So that's it for me. I'm done with this one. Gonna go make some lasagna. I am down to be all day. Till next knife.